Hi and welcome. My name is Natalia. I am a functional medicine nutritionist, dietitian, and we have been talking about gastrointestinal health and how problems such as bloating, diarrhea, cramping, and stomachache can be really the underlying causes of really more serious conditions. A lot of folks that come see me because of weight issues have also autoimmune conditions like Hashimoto's thyroiditis, where the thyroid kind of starts attacking itself. And believe it or not, that has a lot to do with gut health. There's other autoimmune conditions such as rheumatoid arthritis. And also type 1 diabetes. So, the reason why I am very passionate about gut health is because it really gets to the bottom of what a condition is manifesting. And when we do the 5R, which is a process to restore gut health, this can be very beneficial and people really feel way better. So I've been explaining the 5R, which is a very proven method to rebalance gut health. So we've talked about removing the bad bugs and the foods that are triggering the immune system. And believe it or not, about 75% of your immune system lives in your gut. So we talked about removing those triggers and also removing the bugs, the bad bugs that tend to be there in overgrowth. We talked about replacing the secretions that are needed for you to digest foods so that you can actually absorb them instead of these foods feeding the bugs, right? A lot of people have a hard time chewing their food because they're in go, go, go mode and then just swallow without chewing. And also, they can't make enough bile because they just got their gallbladder removed or because they're just can't make as much bile as the body requires based on what they're eating. So that was the replace R. And now we're talking about the Reinoculate R. So the Reinoculate R talks about actually ingesting probiotic foods or supplements that contain the good gastrointestinal bacteria such as bifidobacteria, lactobacillus species by consuming high soluble fiber foods that are going to feed the good bugs, right? So the probiotics are the bugs that can actually help combat, right, the overgrowths that have taken over the gut. I explained this when I talk about the removing the overgrowths like SIBO and Candida that can really cause a lot of cravings, constipation, and just bloating. But the thing about the probiotics that you consume is that it's very important to not just take anything out there, because if you already have an overgrowth, right, and you add more of those species that you already have, then it's going to be just kind of a lot of species. So maybe the bloating is just going to be worse. A lot of people come see me who have SIBO where they feel worse after starting a probiotic, and well, that's why. So we really need to be very specific about what we are consuming in terms of probiotics. But now prebiotics are the foods that actually feed the good bacteria. And I was talking about soluble fiber. So this is the fiber that actually really breaks down in the colon and actually really feeds the really good bacteria. So some of these good bacteria are starving, and you can picture these as languishing little bugs, but they really need to eat in soluble fiber in avocados and lentils and chickpeas, sweet potatoes, apples, like all these foods really help feed the good bacteria. So next to come is going to be the repair R, and I'll tell you about that in a second.